In this tutorial, I want to spend a few minutes talking about the sequence function and how you can use it to make a sequence of numbers very easily in Excel. So the sequence function just basically returns a sequence of numbers, but you have some flexibility as to how the sequence is returned. So just to equal sequence, and then the only argument that is required is number of rows. And let's just say you pass in 10 rows, close parentheses. You're just going to automatically go from 1 to 10, counting up by 1 for 10 rows. 20, from 1 to 20, counting up by 1. But the other arguments give you a lot more flexibility as to how much, as to how the sequence is returned. So for example, if you put the number of columns, if you put just 2 columns, it is going to go from 1 to 20 like that, where you have 10 rows and 2 columns. It's going to return a sequence from 1 to 20. It also has some flexibility as to where it starts from. Let's just say you want a sequence to start from 15 instead of 1. See, it starts from 15, it adds 1 to the right, and then 1 down. Next, you also have flexibility as to the step, which is how the sequence increments. So you can just have the step. It defaults to having the step being 1, but you can just have it in 2 if you want it to be 2. You can also have the step be just say 10, for example. You can even have the step be negative. Let's say you wanted to count down instead of having it count 1. If you wanted to count down instead of having it count up, you can just have a negative step. Now, one thing to note about this function is that it does spill. And what I mean by that is that function is in right here, G5, right? But it just automatically fills in data beneath this. And this can be a little bit challenging because if you type in something in this kind of highlighted range, it will return a spill error, which is not very good. If you want to have something that's in this range, one thing that if you want to change a specific number in this range, one thing they can do is paste this as values. So just to do that, first highlight, Control C, and they're just going to go to the right a bit, and we're going to do right click, paste special, and then paste as values. And now, as you can see, let's say you wanted to change a specific range, a number in this range, we will not get a spill error because it has been pasted as values. One thing to note too is that you can also do different calculations with this function as well too. So let's just say you wanted it to be all these numbers, but and then doubled. You can just simply go right here and then multiply it times 2 like that. Where this was the original, but it can be multiplied. Same thing with your other basic operators as well too. So you can like add 2 to every single value, or subtract. Let me kind of show you what that would look like. As you can see, the calculation is applied to every single cell within the range. That's it. I hope you found this quick introduction to the sequence function to be useful. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, and thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day.